my parents are both teachers, and we are like sangat mementingkan the education and everything. So I feel like my identity was like rooted in my performance. It was in 2008. Yeah, Form 1. I entered the full boarding school. Because academically I was like stable in high school. So I feel like the pressure when I got into the boarding school, and plus homesickness. One night, I actually shoved one papan of Panadol. Not because I wanted to commit suicide. Actually, it was because I really want to get away from the problem, from the homesickness. I was sleep deprived since I entered the school. Because, all the pressure that I mentioned before. After I shoved all the Panadols, I was like unconscious, and they sent me to hospital. Most of the time I fainted, and then I cried, and then I called my mom, like telling her that I want to go home. I don't want to go to school. The same thing happened until one day I got hospitalized. And that time I told my dad that I really don't want to come back to the school anymore. He actually followed what I said. It was good until I moved to my degree years in VTM Shah Alam. I got 2.83. My pointer was below 3, which I never experienced before. Like this, that was the worst. Like I would say the worst point in my life that time. I feel like I brought shame to myself and like my family members. I actually asked God, like, what's the meaning of life? Like, why am I here if I'm here to fail? Yeah, it's not something that I should chase. It's not something that is like you work for. The peace has been there. It's Jesus, but my understanding about it was like I need to chase for it. I need to work for it until up to the point where finally, like, I surrendered it to God. I found my breakthrough when I started to open up to somebody. Then I realized that you cannot do life alone. I'm very grateful that God has put people in my life to help me, to journey with me in this season of my life. I learned more. I get to know Jesus more. I was like stretched more beyond my comfort zone. I left all the things that I thought was very important to me. This gift that I would like to give to Jesus is my time, talent, and treasure. Simply because I actually missed out these 3 things before I accepted Christ as Lord and Savior. I put all my identity rooted in my time, treasure, and talents, but I never commit or surrender this thing in Jesus, in His hand, because I feel like I felt like I had to control of these 3 things. I wanted to control my time, talent, and treasure, but I never want to give it to Jesus.